A new poll shows millennials believe misgendering should be a crime. Here's a clip.
A new poll finds more millennials think referring to a transgender person by the wrong pronouns should be a criminal offense. One America's Caitlin Sinclair breaks down the details.
All right, Rick, so we're looking at this survey conducted by Redfield and Wilton Strategies. 44% of those aged from 25 to 34 think referring to someone by the wrong gender pronoun should be a criminal offense. So, Rick, is this due to what the younger generations are learning in school? Is this due to just overall cancel culture, people being afraid? What's your take?
My overall take, it is an article or it is a survey of 1,500 people. And so it's a small segment. And there can be a lot of issues with these types of surveys, particularly this one. One of the things that comes to mind is self-censoring. There are a lot of people who are afraid to state their opinion on matters like this. And my experience on the ground is that there is a huge number of people who just do not believe this, but they're not as outspoken on it. And so people who will communicate that it should be criminalized, they have a stronger voice in our country today than those who don't believe it. But again, on the ground, I'm not sure if that statistic would truly hold up.
Yeah, I completely agree. I live in Austin, Texas, a fairly liberal city. And I know a lot of millennials who work in the restaurant industry, and I don't think I know one person that would say that it should be a crime. A few of them might say you shouldn't misgender people, but to actually have it be a crime, no, I definitely don't think so.
Yeah, tell us about the groundwork you do and perhaps some of the conversations that you're having where people just are not that comfortable expressing how they feel on these cultural and social issues.
Well, I live inside the Christian community, and Christians historically have been more passive on these matters. And also that blends into the conservative culture too, where they have more of a leave us alone mindset. We do our thing, you do your thing. And historically, they've just not been as active in political or cultural matters, where the left side of the political spectrum and the culture, they are more evangelistic, you might say. They are more aggressive. And also the media, the academic institutions, they all are on the left side of the spectrum. And so that's the noise that you're going to hear. I just finished a conference at a local church this past weekend. There were 450 people who attended that conference, and I would say that 450 of those people would disagree with what that survey says.
Yeah, and honestly, they say that's probably a bad survey too, though, to be honest, because even like most Christians won't go to a church group. I'm not going to completely disagree with them, but yeah, that's definitely the case. And then also like younger people, this age 24 to 35, they're not going to be very religious. So if we're just talking about religious people, and the poll said 44 to 33, so it wasn't too far off of that. And that's probably, religious people would be a little bit less nowadays. So if you were just polling religious versus not religious, you'd probably have more people saying that misgendering someone should be a crime.
Right, and this is while cancel culture is at an all-time high in this country. What kind of role does that play in your eyes?
Just look at a Trump rally, for example, versus a Biden rally. There's something off here. Trump was in Pickens, South Carolina over the July 4th weekend, and there were just tens of thousands of people in that little small town. Biden could not do that. And it just, something is not right. I'm not a cynic necessarily, but things just it doesn't pass the smell test when we were at a Trump rally in Fargo, North Dakota, for example, and the building there would only hold 6,000 people, and there were that many people outside who could not get in. And so there's something wrong. I do not know what it is, but when I read these statistics, that could be true within a group of 1,500 people, but it doesn't quite pass the smell test to me with what I see on the ground.
Yeah, I'd say that's true in general. Like in Austin, again, a liberal city, I wouldn't think that most people would think it should be a crime. A lot probably would, but maybe it's like 30% versus 70, something more along those lines. And I don't think it would be the majority. Definitely not. But who knows where they pulled this? And if you pull certain areas, they probably definitely would say this. You get some super liberal areas in like San Francisco and stuff. I would bet you a lot of people would say this. And if you really pull a lot of young people nationwide, like 20-year-olds, a lot of them might say that too. But yeah, who really knows? It's really interesting because the more liberal areas do have more people, so it's tricky. Overall, though, the generation, though, even millennials and stuff overall, I would not say it's the majority. If you liked this video, be sure to subscribe for daily news updates, smash that like button, share this video with your friends, and share your thoughts on this story in the comments below. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.